Hello, welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks, Top 5 Comics for the week of July 13th, 2022. I'm your host, Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
And we are back with your top 5 comics for the week. You may notice that my background is a little different. I am on vacation, so making do with a laptop how I can, so we can still get the videos out. So, before we dive into this week's top 5, I want to talk about our 200 sub giveaway that we are quickly approaching. We are giving away a CGC graded 9.8 King in Black #1 variant cover signed by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. Very cool comic. All you have to do is put your top pick for the week in the comments down below. That is one entry, and you can get another entry for each comment you leave in each top 5 video that we've done before. So you can have a whole bunch of entries. And when we hit 200 subs, we will be giving away that book. All you have to do is live in the United States and leave the comment. And then we'll get in touch and figure out who won, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's dive into it. Our number 5 for this week is going to be Star Wars The Mandalorian #1. It's chapter 1 of The Mandalorian. For the first time, The Mandalorian arrives in comics. The Mandalorian bounty hunter tracks a target for a well-paying, mysterious client. Witness the introduction of Din Djarin and the first meeting between the Mandalorian and the child. So the concern here is that this is just going to be a retelling of the Mandalorian TV show, which would be kind of disappointing if we don't get a new story. But on the other side, it is the first appearance of some major Star Wars characters in comic books. So there's the spec in that alone. So, and there's some cool covers. And it's the Mandalorian.
Yeah, and the Mandalorian in general is, so good.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, has saved the post, the new Star Wars saga that they tried to do. The sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
The most recent trilogy. Sequel trilogy.
The most recent.
I mean, was good and all, but is very dividing when it comes to Star Wars fans. And I think The Mandalorian just nailed it. The characters are great. Everything's great about it. So no matter what, it's worth picking up. But hearing that it's not like an original story,
right?
Obviously, it's going to have some differences, but like that it's not original is, a little disheartening.
Yeah. But
they can't give us too much, I guess.
No. Gotta wait for the next season. Let's move on to number 4. We have A.X.E, which is Avengers X-Men Eternals, Eve of Judgment #1.
So this one is, I want to start off by saying, going to probably be paired with our number 1 pick.
Yep.
But the synopsis reads, first shot fired, Judgment is coming. The Eternals know the mutants have conquered death, but what are they going to do about it? The oldest immortals on Earth eye up the newest, and the doomsday clock starts tick towards Judgment Day. So this is obviously just a, prequel.
Yeah.
To the upcoming giant summer crossover event, 78,000 issues.
Yep. And of course you get some Hellfire Gala variant covers.
The Scarlet Witch one.
Yep.
She's on the magazine cover. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, this one in general should probably start tying all the stories together.
Yeah.
Now I don't follow the Eternals. I do follow X-Men and Avengers. So I'm a little behind on X-Men. So I'm wondering what their first, the first shot is.
Right.
Unless it's just in general that they have the Resurrection Protocol, which has been a huge thing that they've, kept secret from everybody.
Right.
So I think this will be a good introduction to all those stories being tied together.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Also, Scarlet Witch covers. killing the game these days.
You gotta. Absolutely. It's like
I got in on those John Tyler Christopher Negative Space ones that he just released.
Nice.
I only got one of them, which was weird because like the only one I could get was like the middle one, and it's like her as a belly dancer, and I was like, that's weird. I don't really remember like a Scarlet Witch costume where she's just like all midriff, you know, like like a full blown belly dancer.
Yeah.
So I tried to get like the one with like her like original costume, and it sold out in like the time it took me to put my address in.
Yeah, I believe it. Let's move on to number 3. It's going to be from Image Comics, Impact Winter #1. It's been 1 year since a comet hit Earth and blotted out the sun. Now the world is a dark, cold landscape ruled by vampires. In the British countryside, a band of survivors has formed a resistance in a fallout shelter of a medieval castle. Among them is Darcy, a young headstrong fighter waiting for the chance to prove she can be on the front lines. But when that opportunity comes, Darcy will come face to face with the true horrors of this new world. From the creator Travis Beckham from Pacific Rim and artist Stephen Green from Hellboy and BPRD comes a prequel to the hit Audible original. So it ties into an audiobook. It's Skybound, so Robert Kirkman's branch of Image Comics.
Image, yeah. No, I mean this one seems pretty interesting, especially with 2 Image #1s out this week.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, A, always gotta pick them up, but B, vampires,
right?
You know,
it seems like legit vampire, like bat vampires, not glisten.
Not
vampire.
Yeah, we're not talking Twilight vampires here.
Right.
Which I'm glad they're making a comeback. Let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because Twilight really messed with vampires for a minute.
You couldn't do anything but that for a while.
Yeah, like you couldn't really do anything with vampires because Twilight was, killing the game.
Right.
But like now, finally, vampires are back to being vampires. Like
they can be scary.
The sun's out. They're in their bed.
Yeah, they're in the coffin,
like
in the castle. But
all right, so I think that one's going to take us to number 2,
Daredevil.
Which this week for number 2 we decided to do Daredevil #1. So this is going to be called The Red Fist Sage Part 1, and there's a backup story called The Island. So after the rain comes the dawn. In the wake of Wilson Fisk's violent and visceral last act, it's a new era for New York and the Man Without Fear. With a groundbreaking creative team returning to usher in an all-new chapter, Matt Murdock has no choice but to leave behind everything he's ever known, and Elektra is the last vestige of his former life. Everything Matt Murdock thought it meant to be Daredevil is about to change, including the challenges he will have to face in the cowl. Super pumped for this one.
Yeah. This is really interesting.
Bajillion good covers.
Yeah, I did notice that.
The Nakayama Spider-Man Daredevil cover, where it's like the 2 of them combined.
Oh yeah,
great.
Yeah.
But in general, I mean, this is gonna be sweet.
Oh, it's gonna be
like Zdarsky has done so much for the character.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, the way it's left off in Devil's Reign is just like you can do anything.
Absolutely.
Matt Murdock is technically, gone in the eyes of New York.
Yeah.
So just be Daredevil.
Yeah.
And I love how they've worked Elektra up again too.
Oh, she's I love.
They've done such a good job.
Yeah.
And also, like, what Zdarsky had how many issues before Devil's Reign?
30,
Like 35, 36?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then you add in 5 or 6 issues of Devil's Reign and 3 issues when Elektra is Daredevil alone. It's like 40 issues of Daredevil. He's got so much more to do.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I hope there's another 40.
Yeah, like it's gonna be awesome. And I mean the fact that he's writing both this and Batman, like I'm sure the two are gonna strengthen each other.
I still think that should be illegal. I don't know how he has managed to pull that.
How he managed it.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. If he can do it, he can do it.
Yeah.
I like that 1 in 25 Stegman variant.
Absolutely, the Stegman one is incredible. I ordered that one and the Momoko. No, not the Momoko one. Not the 1 in 100. Which one did I get?
I like the 1 in 100 Momoko for sure.
Yeah. My store wasn't offering that one.
I mean, a lot of these were exclusives, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think I
like a lot of these were.
Yeah.
That's the thing is that, I mean, these shop exclusives and website exclusives are just taken over.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, like for me, when these big issues of Spider-Man come out, it is. Like, that's the thing is, like, when these big issues of Spider-Man come out, I'll buy all of them. But all of them is actually 10 out of 20 because there's so many that are on all these different websites. It's almost impossible to get them all without going into, eBay.
Right. Yeah.
Like a flipper's market.
Which I can't stand. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not for me. But yeah, super excited for this one. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about Daredevil in the future, along with Batman now. So super excited stuff.
We just gotta do like a Zdarsky special.
Zdarsky special, all things Zdarsky. Good deal.
All things Zdarsky.
So let's do our number 1 is going to be XMen Hellfire Gala number 1. New team revealed. At last year's Gala, mutants changed the face of the solar system, terraforming Mars and claiming it for mutant kind. Do you think you can afford to miss this year's Gala? All contained in this one oversized issue. So I am super excited that it's not like last year where you have to read a bunch of different books to understand everything that's going on in the Gala.
It's one issue.
It's one issue.
Yeah, I love that it's one issue.
It's very exciting.
How many pages? 68 pages too?
Yeah. So it's not even.
Yeah, because I mean, last year was just.
It's big.
Yeah, last year was just too much.
Yeah.
Like, for real, they had like what 11 XMen titles going at one point.
Yeah, it was
like it was too much. I like the way they approached it this year, like one shot and then variants.
Right.
Just put out a bunch of variants. Like I got the Miles Morales one that has Black Widow in her outfit. Oh, it's so good.
I got the Dragotta one. The one with Wolverine and Jean Grey dancing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But no, I think this one's going to be huge too. Because, I mean, it's going to release the new XMen team.
Which is
because that's how they're doing it now. It's like a vote.
I think that's really
cool. I do. I like the way they're handling it.
So things are just in the XMen. The team is getting shaken up every year.
Yeah. Which is going to keep the comic, fresh in general. Just the story. They're going to have to develop other characters and things like that. But also, this is obviously going to go into A.X.E. because I mean, like the synopsis says, last year they literally turned Mars into a habitable world.
Yeah.
Magneto's shifting the core around, they did such crazy stuff in the first Hellfire Gala that whatever they do in this one is going to be whatever causes the problem.
Oh yeah, it's always
That's going to
it's
make
gonna be
the
that.
Eternals like be like, ah, no, can't have that.
We lost the one. We lost our screen. There we go.
No, so I'm super excited about this one.
But yeah, so I think that does.
Yeah,
it.
I'm super excited about this one. All the variants for this one are good, and all the side issues, the variants are killer too.
Yeah, for sure. But cool. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No, nothing else from me.
Cool. All right. Well,
I will say actually one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot more than what made it onto this top 5.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This week had a few other good things. So definitely check out everything else. Yeah.
New Immortal X-Men. Talked about the Mandalorian. Batgirls has been fun.
The other image, number 1, sounded really interesting too. It was like a Western.
Yeah. Oh, 8 Billion Genies. I don't think we talked about it on the show, but it has been picked up by Amazon.
Gotta pick up.
It already has been picked up by Amazon for a show. So there's a spec book.
It's seemingly more than a show too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
it
looks like they're trying to like make like a universe.
Yeah. And
like books, shows, movies.
Barbaric